Isaac Hill, Wagga Regional Livestock, wrapping up the second day of the RMA conference. A big day, probably the most amount of speakers I've seen. We started off with Paul Holm from Auctions Plus. Didn't really run through many analytics, but was more showing us that the technology that's about to evolve and where they're heading with it. There's some exciting new things that we really, I think we can really utilise, and we got a fair bit out of that. Simon Quilty spoke for an hour and a half and provided us with a lot of data. Probably took an hour and a quarter of pretty rugged stuff that we've got ahead of us for the next year, and then some positive stuff to look forward to in years to come, and and a good snapshot of where the rest of the world is as far as protein is concerned. Jake Phillips then wrapped up with Angus Australia, and he taught us a lot about EBVs, showed us what they were doing, which was, we learned a lot about the traits that we should be trying to promote to our clients, and the way we go about selecting bulls, and the data that they can provide that we can now access, which is fantastic. After lunch, we had Steve Chapman and Scott Carswell, and one was Scott was from the northern JBS operation, and Steve was from the southern. It was probably the most transparent conversation. They put up their profit and losses. They showed us their margin. And it probably goes to show that it wasn't all beer and skittles, and how they're in it for the long haul. Some of their numbers are huge, and yeah, no, it was a fascinating hour and a half. Simone jumped up and spoke about Wodonga TAFE, and about what's going to happen through the training of our youth, and that was beneficial, and it's something that the association is going to continue with, because it's so important to our businesses and the young people coming through. The RMA team then jumped up. They're launching a new version of the app, or have launched, and we're just getting our head around that. And it's going to be a great tool. It's got a wanted to buy option and a direct message option within the network, and we can really start to use this network as a network. Overall, it was a really good day. So much information, and yeah, I probably haven't had an information day like it before. It was fantastic.